everybody, it's Bea here at Little Miss Bea Crafts. I hope you're all well today. I'm on today to make a little scrapbook for some journaling that I did over Easter. We had a lovely Easter, I hope you did too. Obviously it was a bit different because we're in lockdown. Let me put some more hand cream on my hands, everybody. Yeah, so we're in lockdown obviously, still here in the UK. So yeah, it was a different one. It was quiet. It was just me and my husband. I did have to go down to my mum's. I have to go down to my mum's because she's got Alzheimer's, so me and my sisters go and care for her. So yeah, so I was down there on one of the days, Easter Saturday. So yeah, we just have to take it in turns, and we just have to obviously be very, very careful with our hygiene and everything, but there's nothing else that we can do. So yeah, so I was there on Easter Saturday. Easter Sunday, came home Easter Saturday night. Obviously, I was there Good Friday night. We watched Vera on Friday. Mum likes Vera. Saturday we watched a film. I think it was called The Greatest Story Ever Told. And then Sunday I spent the day with my husband. We had a nice Easter Sunday. Had a lovely roast dinner, and he bought me a lovely fruit and nut Easter egg. So it was all, we had a really nice time, and very quiet obviously, but you know, the sun was shining. We've got a lovely back garden that we can sit in, and we're very lucky that we've got all those things. So yeah, so we had a nice Easter. So this, I just wanted to make a little scrapbook journal book to put some words in to remember this Easter, because it's obviously a very different Easter. So we're going to start off with, I've seen some of these on Pinterest. That's where I got my idea from. Paige Evans, who does a lot of scrapbooking, she's an American lady. If you look her up, Paige Taylor Evans, she does loads of her scrapbooks are brilliant. Cut files, and she does a cut file, and I'm presuming that it would have been a 12 by 12 or a bigger one than I've done. I didn't want it to do it too big, because I thought most people, I think, may have A4 paper, might have a lot of 8 by 8 pads. You could do this 12 by 12 if you wanted to. Once you see, you know, the basics of it, you could make it into a 12 by 12 if you wanted to, if you've got that size paper. I have, but I just thought, well, a lot of people may have like A4 paper. You know, if they wanted to do this, then they can do. So I've cut it down to an 8 by 8. So widthways, I'm going to cut it at 8, and then lengthways I'm going to cut it at just under the 8. So I'm just going just about an 1/8 under 8, so it'll be 7 7/8. Just cutting that little bit off the bottom. Okay, you'll see why. It's just so that the cover will cover it. Okay, so just put that to one side. Then we're going to get our scoreboard. I can find my scoreboard. So get my scoreboard out, and I'll just get my notes. We are going to score downways. So this is the 8. I want it on the 8. So this is my 8 side, 8 inches. You're going to score it at 2, 4, 6. And then obviously you'll have your 8 there. So these are 2 inches along, and then on this side we're going to go at 2 3/4. So it's 2 1/2, 2 3/4. Okay, and then just turn it around, and then do 2 3/4 on this side here. I'll do 2 1/2 on this. Yep, 2 1/2. We'll do 2 1/2 on that side. Sorry everybody, because I don't think it would have been too sharp. So yeah, so there we go. So we've got kind of a 12 equal 12 squares. Then what you want to do on this one here, on your first, I hope you can see this, on your first 2-inch square here, you're going to go down to this first line here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do it in pencil for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this square here, you're going to go, and I found it was best to use a ruler to help you to, so at the 1 inch, you're not going to score in this top one, you're going to go down to the second one here. Just try and get that. So just follow it down, and then, oops, don't want to go through the card. I'm just going to score at the 1 inch side, it doesn't matter if you've gone a little bit further down, in this second box here. Okay, and then turn it round again and do the same again in this box here. So again, I'm just going to pencil so you can see where I'm going. So again, measure at your 1 inch side, 1 inch. These are really very simple to do. Once you've got the basics of the, again, just follow it down, and then as soon as you get to that second square, start to score, and just score 1 inch in that square there. Okay, so let me just so you've got this 1 inch square in those first two. Oops, back and okay, so that's what we're going to, that's what we've done so far. So we've scored 2 inches along the 8 inch side, and then we scored 2.5, sorry, 2 inches down, and then roughly just over 2.5, in between 2.5 and 2 3/4 for each of these. I will put the measurements down below. Okay, so that's that. I mean, I have done another one, so I'll you know, I can use that one. Okay, so now what we're going to do is from this line here, this line going across, starting at this 1 inch mark here. So I'm just going to do it a little bit more, going all the way across. Okay, so we're going to cut that line across there, and we're going to cut this line across here. Okay, up to this 1 inch mark here. Okay, so now you can either use your cutter, or you could use your knife and a ruler. I'm going to use my cutter because it's got these, on my tonic cutter, it's got these lines in the middle. I don't know if you can see these pointy bits on the middle here, and that shows me where the blade is, where it's going to cut from. So it's quite good to use, and just make sure it's in your cut line. Obviously this line is in your cut line, nice and straight. I'm going to put these points here, I'm going to line them up with this line here, and then I'm going to cut down until I get to this line here. Sorry, this line, that should have been that line there. Until I get to that line there. Okay, so basically I've put from this 1 inch line down to that 1 inch line there. Okay, and then do the same on this. Like I say, you could just use a ruler and a knife if you've got one, and again just make sure that your line's in the thing. Hand going up. Okay, so this is what you should have now. You should have cut this here. Okay, and then it's just a matter of bending bending these lines. Okay, so for this one here, you want to do a valley fold, so you're folding it that way. Okay, then you want to do a mountain fold, and then you want to do a valley fold. Okay, so you've got that. So it was a valley, a mountain, and a valley. Okay, again for the bottom one, you're going to do the same for this bottom one. So you're going to do a valley, a mountain, and a valley. Okay, so you've got those, and then in this middle bit you're going to do the opposite. So for this one here, you've cut this one here, this one needs to be a valley, that one then needs to be a mountain, that one in the middle here, it's a bit fiddly this middle bit, but I think if I just pull it out, there we go. So that's got to be a valley fold, there we go. Okay, and then a mountain, and then a valley. So basically we're kind of doing, you've got these two panels here now. You see you've got these two panels here that are half of these. Okay, so you've cut this in, you've scored this into two halves. This is in two halves, and these are all the full panels. These are all full panels now. Okay, and then should have gone up, should go up. There we go. And what's going to happen is that once you get all these kind of going the right way, how they should go, just give them all a good fold. Just make sure that they're all, you know, if you want to use your bone folder or anything like that, just to make sure that they're all nicely scored and going the right way. Okay, once you get it going, there we go, and that's how it's going to fold up. Okay, so you're going to fold it so that they're all kind of, and then when you open it up it'll be like this. Okay, so you fold it like that. Okay, so that's your basic card, or you know, journal, or whatever you want to call it. You could do this as a card if you wanted to do for somebody's birthday and put little messages on these squares here, or you could just like I'm going to use it as a little scrapbook, a little journal to remember this Easter. Okay, so but that's how it's going to work. Okay, so now I'm going to decorate it, and to decorate it you are going to need, just get my notes again, you will need you'll need 10 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, sorry, 12 pieces that will measure 1 3/4 by 2 1/2, and don't forget I will put these down below, so if you know, if you need them, then the measurements will be down below. Okay, so you need 12 mats at 1 3/4 by 2 1/2. Okay, so I have done these somewhere. Okay, and so these are, so I've just used, this is the paper pad, because it was Easter. I've used this, the Paper Boutique Birds of a Feather. I got this last year from Crate and Craft. It was on a special offer, and you got these, you got toppers, you got inserts, you got card with it, and it was a really good price. I can't remember now, but it was so good. And so yeah, so it's got lovely papers in it. The colours are so beautiful, like these pinks and lilacs and greens, really lovely muted colours. And I think you get 36 sheets, and there's 6 designs of each, and they have these little birds on Easter, the eggs and things, so I just thought I will use this. This is the paper I'm using, and like I say, you need 12 of these mats now, which are 1 3/4 by 2 1/2. Okay, and then you can use whatever paper you want to use. Obviously I just use these because I just thought, you know, it's going to be by the two middle ones there. Oops. And then I was just going to alternate them like this, stick them down. I'll do all this in a bit and then I'll come back and show you what I have actually done. So I didn't need to do they should be there, that should be on the end, and then that one there. Okay, or you could do it, I could do it the other way actually. I might do it the other way so that it's different from that bottom bit, so you've not got, you know. There we go, so they're the mats. And then for these two on the end, all I did was I folded one of these mats in half and cut it. That's all I did, and then they will fit on either end here. Okay, so just fold them in half, cut them down, and they'll go on either end there. Okay, now for the covers are 8 long, so if you've got directional paper like I have, you're going to cut it 8 in length, and then this bit here is just 2 1/8, so you're just a little bit longer than, that's why we cut it just a little bit shorter than the 8, so that you've got the cover just, you know, just comes over a little bit either side. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. If you just want to stick it on the front, it's up to you. I've just put Easter 2020 on it, two little hearts that I had in my sticker drawer. Yep, so these are 8 by 2 1/8. Okay, and what you want to do, so I'm just going to tip all them off. Okay, I'll stick them on in a bit. What you want to do when you're doing the cover, okay, so bend your card. What you want to do is just put your glue here, here and here. Do not put it on this middle bit here, because obviously it's not going to, it's going to stick it down, it's not going to open up if you put glue on that bit there. So all you want to do is put glue, glue, glue around here, on that bit there and that bit there. Okay, so I'll show you this front bit first of all, and then in fact I'm going to just use my tape pen for now. Okay, hopefully it will work. I can never get tape pens to work for some reason. Okay, and can you see? Hope you can see. I knew this would run out, but they always do. My tape pens always run out when I'm using them. I'm trying to make sure that I've got enough time to just show you this bit. Okay, so I'm just going to use this glue here. Okay, so just put glue. Do not put glue on that bit there, and then just stick your cover on nice and straight. Okay, it should just have a little bit of an overhang around the edges. Okay, and there, and then the same for the back cover. Okay, oh sorry, what I should have done, hopefully it will come off, is that I meant to put some ribbon as a closure. So before you stick it all down, good job I remembered, just stick your ribbon. Hopefully I can get it to come off because it's not quite stuck down. So before you stick, if you want to use a closure as a ribbon, if you want a ribbon as a closure, then just make sure that you stick the ribbon there first, and then just do the same on the other. So what I'll do now is I'll finish off this, I'll decorate it, and I will come back and show you what it looks like. So this is the decorated little journal, mini album, whatever you want to call it, and I've done most of my embellishments in black, nice black matte card. I just thought it brought out, it was a contrast to the very pale and pastel colours. So I've just put some, you know, some pictures of, this was the sunrise on Easter Sunday, so I just put that in because it was absolutely beautiful, and I just took a picture of it. I couldn't sleep and I was up really quite early and just saw it. It was absolutely gorgeous. It was pinks and oh, it was beautiful. So I took a picture of it, and this was my Easter egg that I got off my husband. A lovely fruit and nut. Oh, honestly, we've more or less nearly at it now. So yeah, so just a couple of pictures. Some fussy cut some of the birds from the papers. You know, put some stickers in. I love this because I loved that sunset. Just a little flower, happy days, love, remember, and then here, on here, I've just cut a little booklet, just concertinaed, you know, it's not fully dry yet, that, just stuck some ribbon around it, and then, it'll come open. There we go. I've just done some journaling about what we did over Easter, and you know, just wrote down and I just typed some journaling down, and it's just a nice little concertina. It was 2 inches, I think, 2 inches by 2 inches, and I just had a strip left from some of the paper, and just concertinaed it and made a little booklet out of it, and then just put a ribbon around it to keep it closed. Yep, so watch this. I won't be able to do a bond now. I'll leave it till later. So yeah, so this is I hope you all have a go, and have a go at making some of these. I'm going to leave that because it's now come off the actual thing. I'm going to leave that, and I shall tie that off camera. Just see, let me just have another little go. Do a bunny ears bow for Easter. Excuse me. I think I've got a little bit of hay fever again today. It's really sunny outside, and I was in the garden at dinner time, and it's just a really tickly, you know, itchy, dry throat when you get, if you've ever had hay fever, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a really dry, little tickly, itchy cough. Okay, so yeah, I shall try and get that better later on. Try and do that again. But yeah, so this is my little Easter journal, and again, it just folds up, and then I'm just going to tie it with this. Just to keep it closed. Obviously the bottom bit might be sticking out a little bit because of the way I stuck that book in. There we go, so that's my little Easter journal book, and I hope you'll have a go. It's really lovely to make, really easy to make. Like I said, you can use it as a card, or you know, the base as a card if you wanted to send it as a card or just as a journal. Okay, so I hope you have a go. What I'm thinking is, as well, what I should have done is tied it on this side as well. So if you do yours, just make sure that you run the ribbon through these sides as well here, because I'm just thinking it's not closing. So when you do yours, just make sure that your ribbon comes, you stick the ribbon all the way around to keep that bit closed as well. So I'll try and see what I can do with that. Okay, so thank you for watching today. I hope you all stay well and stay safe. I hope you can have a go and make something similar. So thank you for watching again today. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and stay safe, and I shall see you soon. Bye.